Who's first? This amazing bean. Yep. Who's a good viewer? You are. Have a cookie. Re-Crix heart.
Hello, all you lovely, beautiful people. We're doing fantastic as always, and welcome back again. And welcome to a nice little, chill version of our normal streams. I definitely recommend if you are looking to head into the night at any point tonight, probably now would be a good time to head in there. I want to keep this to be a relatively calm and inviting stream. It's going to be an extremely short stream. Okay? So, don't expect too much of like hyperactivity. Don't expect too much energy. It's just here for everyone to be able to relax at their own pace. But that aside, how have you guys been? I want to know more about you guys. How has your day been? What have you guys been up to? Let's go. I made stream finally again. Welcome back. How you doing, Odin? What's up? Not much. We're just relaxing tonight. That's what we're doing. We're just gonna relax, get some good vibes in. Hopefully get some good rest after this. Especially if you need something to tune down the night with. This is definitely going to be a good stream for that. Been super busy plotting out my great journey for this weekend. Where are you heading? Also, hi, Armor. And I also see you gone. Also, that Panzer lurked too. Got a nice group of the fellas here. Little watchers. I'm doing a 12-ish hour drive up to Ohio for a 2-month summer internship. Oh. Well, first off, congratulations on the internship. That's always pretty huge. And it's a nice little start, especially trying to get yourself into a bit of a career. And then secondly, I mean, it sounds like it's going to be relaxing enough to be able to do a ton of things. So definitely take things at your own pace when and if you can, and be proud of yourself. That's huge to have been able to accomplish. Also, here is the last big house we did when we last played. I made a very tiny home that was optimized for quality of life and streaming. So we have a nice PC down here with an extra laptop that we can swap over to this area over here. We have a bed up here, which is a nice, it's a nice little loft area. We have the bathroom, which I still think looks fantastic. I think the bathroom turned out fantastic in this place. Oh, is my audio weird? Hold on. I can get that fixed. One sec. There we go. Windows had a stroke and decided to kill my audio driver, so I apologize for that. That was not intended. You know how Windows has been getting worse over the years. It's really why I want to try to make the full switch to Linux soon. I don't feel like it's worth keeping Windows anymore. I really don't. I'm late. You're not late. You're not late. You're just right on time. Be nice to yourself. Now, do give me 1 sec. I do want to get the... I don't know if the game's audio is going to be working, though I have very little reason to believe it will. So I'm going to quickly get the game's audio back up and running. House Flipper. Okay. How are you guys doing, though, outside of Odin's excitement for the internship? Which, actually, there was another comment I didn't read from that. I'm so happy the company also is going to be flying me to a few different events as well. Ooh, okay. Well, that's good. But before that all had happened, yeah, I think I did really nice with this. I made the, I made it very complex. I felt like this is going to be the best. Like, if someone were to prioritize a work life content house, this is how I'd imagine they do it. Just ceiling to floor. There's a lot of storage. Because of that there, especially with the bed, it acts as a little like nightstand almost on top of the extra storage you get on this side. And I think I did really good. I really do think I did good with this house. So what we're going to do is we're not going to work on a house today. Though I do want to do that again. So maybe if, hey, you guys really do enjoy this and you do want to use this as a means of, you know, getting some sleep, then, hey, that's always a good thing, right? We should probably go to the computer so we can go and do that. Do the windows open? Yes. This one opens. And I feel like this is the one that needs to be able to open, right? Like this big one in the front definitely needs to be able to open. And then while that is technically the only major window, there is also one in the bathroom, but though it is not an openable one. But this back door works perfectly fine. And like I said, there is a recording booth, so that's always super neat. All right, let's see what we have on our list of things to do. 69,000. 69,000? What do you mean by that? Also, you guys do hear the sound effects when I open up like various things, right? All right, let's see what we have. Tony X. Hello, I inherited my grandmother's house and my wife is ecstatic. She loves the classic older style. I, on the other hand, not so much, but what can I say? The house needs a bit of cleaning, switching out some furniture, taking down a chunk of wall between the living room and kitchen, and we've decided my wife will take the upstairs and I'll take over the basement. I've always dreamed of having a game room. It'd be fully, and I agreed to be fully kitted out with the Top Gear computer, monitor, comfy couch, and the works. I'm counting on you. Thanks, Tony. Try again. Hold on. Do you hear the sound effects? Okay, just want to make sure. That's such a nice little setup. It looks very cozy. I think I did really good about this. Actually, before we get started, let's go to the original house I made, because I think this is the second house that I put together. Like, I'm still really happy with this, but the first one I think I'm a lot more happy with. Because, like, this one's a lot more limited in size. But I've definitely packed this thing with the best of the best that I could, given the space. And you want to have a vent for the stove. I believe I did add a vent in there, though, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I did add one, yes. You always want a vent for your stove. You never know when you're going to need it. But you always going to want it. Always, always. Let's see if we can get this to load. Alright, so I gave it a nice modern-ish door. I wish I could do the exterior, but it won't let me redo the exteriors, unfortunately. But this was the other house that I did. So you have a nice stand-up wardrobe. Also complete with a extra side wardrobe for extra storage. A nice little bunk up here for sleeping. Going down here, you have a nice little, like, rose lamp. A really nice desk. I think originally I had a table here and I got rid of it because I was like, I wasn't confident on it. But you could add a table here again. Of course, you have all of these. On top of some nice candles. Then you have your dish drying rack. A nice little hot plate. The microwave. Though it does, I believe, have a dishwasher right here. Yeah. So I did give it a dishwasher. I opted out of giving it a stove, and instead I opted for a hot plate and then did the dishwasher instead. Which I still think is the right call. You know? And then we have, you know, a nice little oven. A little extra pantry storage. Clock. And this, I mean, not probably the best I could have done. But I still think that this bathroom is nice for the size that I gave it. All in all, I'm still really happy with this. I feel like if you gave me this to live in, I would be relatively happy if I wasn't doing streaming. Like, this would be fully adequate, and I gave you a heater and an AC on top of these lights again. I don't know what it is. I really like these lights. That bathroom is how most cruise ships have the bathrooms. It really is, but like when you have a house this small, you really have got to try to just fit whatever you can. And that was the best way I could decide to. Oh, and that opens. I think I originally tried to have a window here, but it looked weird. But yeah. I have to go back to the main house because I was a little stupid and didn't remember that it was going to not let me access the computer. Save space by putting the toilet in the shower. Please do not poop in your toilet or in your showers, by the way. Like, I know everyone's pissed in their shower at least once in their life. Like, if you're telling me that you haven't pissed in your shower, you're lying to me. However, don't poop in your shower. Just don't do it. It actually will clog it. Alright, so let's get that one done with Tony. I feel like this would be a nice little starting point. Pissing in the shower feels like heaven. It as much as I want to disagree with that statement, I actually can't. I cannot disagree with that statement. And it's only just because it feels good. Though I feel like that is the extent to where I will comment on that statement. It's not unnatural, I'll put it that way. Alright, so, looks like we have a lot to do, so let's go in here and start here first. We need to start by cleaning the dirt, so, okay. 34%. Okay, you guys inherited a relatively clean home. I can't be mad about this. I cannot be mad. Like, if I inherited this home with the minimal so far amount of dirt that I've seen, I would actually be quite happy. And it wants me to destroy part of the house. Okay. Sometimes it's more logical just to piss. I mean, sometimes you don't want to get your toilet seat wet and then have to clean it up after the fact. So I don't blame any singular person from having to piss in the shower and being like, yeah, this is just what I'm going to do to make my life easier. Okay, so we just opened up the kitchen, but then why keep the door here? Seems like a very counterintuitive. I thought I got a notification for a nerd that was streaming. Yes, hi. How you doing, Uzi? We're doing a very relaxed stream today. That way you guys get something to ease into the night into. I wanted to try to like switch up the little bit of content that I do sometimes. So obviously we have like our horror night. We're doing a Souls game later in the week. But I feel like it's been a while since we've just had, hey, let's relax. Let's just enjoy ourselves. You know? Buy a wall-mounted TV. Okay. Let's get that. Well, let's see here. Alright, I'll put this down for now, and we'll... Hold on. This is like the worst layout you could have for this express situation, and it kind of peeves me off a little bit. Alright, hold on. It wants me to buy a corner sofa. I feel like with this, if they're keeping the walls, right, we're going to want to go with cream, dark, and dark. I needed to take a break from that TMNT Splintered Fate, so your timing is appreciated. Well, I'm glad. Also, I've heard that that game's actually really good. How have you been enjoying it so far? I know this is going to sound like blasphemy, but I've never been the biggest TMNT fan. But I will say I did grow up with it. I did enjoy it. I just wish that I had more time to have enjoyed it over the years. There we go. That's much better. And then the lamp is going to go here, just because that's where I'm saying it's going. It just feels more logical. I have Elden Ring Night Rain 100% playing tomorrow once I get before tomorrow night before bed. I'm actually really excited to hear your thoughts on it because at some point Elden Ring will be a game I play. At some point it will fully be a thing. I'm not sure to what extent though. Also, which one am I playing? I'm going to be playing Lies of P. That's the first one we're going to start with. And then what we're going to do, actually, let's make the legs gray and then that light. I feel like that would be a better way to blend this whole thing in together. All right, hold on. Is there any way I can make this easier to... No, not really. Well, I mean, it's what they wanted. The layout of this place really sucks for this furniture. I'm trying to think if there's any way I can rearrange it. You know, yes there is. Hold on. I'm gonna rearrange their house a little bit. I am the one who knocks. Liza P. Oh my god, yes, I am finally playing Liza P. That's the one we're gonna start with, and the reason why is because I own Dark Souls 1 through 3. I own the remastered versions. But I own them on PS4, and so I didn't want to rebuy the games. It just felt like a waste of money to me if I did. And so I'm just gonna wait until I get a capture card I can actually use. And kind of go from there. Also, dining room table makes more sense to be here on so many accounts. You have no idea. Oh, that looks so much better. Oh my god, that looks so much better. And now I can just take the couch and do this. Okay, I'm liking this a lot better. Oh my god, I forget that I'm actually a nerd for interior design a ton. Well, I'm a nerd in general, but I'm especially a nerd for interior design. I love the ability to just reorganize and overhaul entire places. It's why I've done it with my apartment so many times, to be honest. I wish I could put that at more of an angle, but that's fine. Liza Pee. I enjoy Liza P immensely. I have some criticisms, but overall one of my favorite Soul likes in ages. That's good. I'm just adding on to those onto my Oblivion mods. I need to collect my prescription later today, but that's all I have plans for later. Is it la hormones or just like general like maintenance stuff? Give it, that's absolutely none of my business, but still can't help but ask. That makes more sense to be there. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like that the light fixture is there. The fact that this light fixture isn't here and lighting the central part of the room. Actually, no, it wouldn't need to do that. If I move this, like, right here, what we can do is I can take this, have this light the central part of the room, and then I can take this and have this light over here. And now we have lighting all over the place. No. You know, see, this is what we're gonna do. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. There we go. That feels so much more open and a lot nicer. Oh my god. That made such a difference. And then with this, we're gonna just put this more in the central part of the room. No, we're gonna put it over here. She wants the classic look, so we're gonna give her the classic look, but we're also gonna do it in a way that fits the needs of everyone. And this could be moved over by one spot. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Stick the cabinet where the lamp was. It's on the way that... Yeah, I was thinking about it. How to go about it best, but I feel like this is the best way to go about it. Oh, wait, right. I almost forgot we had a coffee table in here. So what we're going to do, actually, is we're going to do the coffee table right here. Put that there. Cool. 4 ads, what the fuck? I got 3 ads. What the hell? Twitch is on their bullshit again. Not surprised, but I mean, that's Twitch for you. Still wish I could fully remove ads. There we go. I have turbo, so I know I don't miss out on Crix being adorable. Silence you. Sell object sofa grenade? Is that what this is called? This is called a sofa grenade? Okay. Buy object bed double bed elegance. Crazy, never fucking consistent. Yeah, trust me, if I could remove the if I could remove the entire concept of you guys having to deal with that shit, I would so fast. We're gonna keep the dark wood, actually. I kind of think that fits this room quite well. All right, we're just gonna place the bed, and we're going to figure out how we want to readjust the room accordingly. I already know exactly how I want to readjust this room. I took one look. I was like, I see the vision. I see the visionary practice of mankind slowly drift in front of my eyes. All right, so let me tell you guys my thoughts. So we're gonna take this bed, right? I'm gonna move it here to start. I feel like that's the definite, like, yes, this is how it should be. And then, well, first off, I gotta straighten this painting. This painting should be on the longer wall anyways. And then we take this, because this will reflect nicely off the window light, which should allow the light refractions to illuminate the room a bit better. I keep getting caught in the fucking chandelier. This chair can stay there, I think. No, I think what we're gonna do is we're going to put the table there, right? And we're gonna put the chairs like this, so that way you kind of have like a nice little common seating area. Yeah, just because of that, hold on. I want to do something a little special with this. Could you not just play mid-roll ads? 'Cause I run them because the ad revenue is surprisingly good. Every little bit helps while I can't work. I think mid-roll ads are on, but that's because I also can't turn them off. So even if I say like I don't want mid-roll ads, it'll still play mid-roll ads, and then I just get no ad revenue. Not that I really give a crap about the ad revenue, but it's more so like I don't want to have you guys deliberately at the vein of whatever Twitch chooses, which seems to be happening anyways. So it's just it's annoying. It's really annoying. I'm gonna grab this table lamp real quick. I'm gonna give it that with the details of brown. There you go. I just feel like that was a necessary thing. I don't know why this painting is here. This painting does not fit in the slightest. Also, I just realized this actually would fit better right up against that door, I think. No, it doesn't do it. It doesn't do it enough. But this should actually. And I guess you really wouldn't want it to reflect off the reflect too much. I don't know why I put so much effort into these things. I don't ever get to see these places again. No, it's a fire hazard. Actually, that can just be there. Yeah, that can just be there, because those are just doors, and they have enough clearance. Did you know that if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can get Twitch? Oh god. Don't you be advertising for me. Though, yeah, you could. You could do that. Oh, they don't even want to change the bathroom. Okay. Wait. Oh yeah, I guess if you don't have to change anything, it won't give you a check mark. Read the sales pitch, streamer. What are you gonna do if I don't? Huh? What are you gonna do about it? Okay, fine. Fine, I'll read it. Read the sales pitch, streamer. Okay, I guess I'm being held at gunpoint, so apologies in advance. Did you know that if you have an Amazon Prime account, you get a free Twitch subscription once a month? That's right. Consider using your free subscription right here to support I'm not saying my own name. Nameless. I'm a nobody, let's be honest. Alright, let's get this all nice and neat. There we go. The fact that this actually isn't like this kind of bothers me to a very high degree. Okay, there we go. Now we've got what we want. Now we've got what we want. Which is a nice, continuous, long thing. Only one stab wound. Excuse me? Oh, that worked perfectly. The cutoff on that was perfect. I love that. That makes me very happy. Very, very happy. All right. It says there's more oh, I see it. Sell object. Does it want me to sell these? We're not playing Thief Simulator. But what if I want to play Thief Simulator? It wants me to get rid of the shelves. Well, I tried to make it look nice. But if we're gonna do that, then don't put that. Leave that open. Put the shelf here. That way, if you come down the stairs and you're looking for something, you can just get it and go. Paint with the colors gray and gray fog. I am a generous slime. Only one gunshot. 58 stab wounds. Alright, so... Hold on. It wants that and gray fog. I kind of want the gray fog to be the subcolor. Actually, no, I have an idea what we're gonna do. Three, 1. Alright. Also, if only painting walls was this easy. Genuinely. Generally, if it was only this easy, I feel like a lot of places that you could rent would be a lot more lenient. Nice. Okay. Oh yeah, that's gonna come together really nicely, actually. Okay. I'm pretty happy with this. I've definitely made a good decision in my eyes. Let's see. She only need that much. Oh, that actually looks really nice. It does kind of suck about this, but I can't demolish any walls, so it is what it is. And keeping with the white roof, I feel like that gives enough enough of a diversity in terms of its coloring. Artist Nook Desk. Okay. Oh, we're going the full the full 7 miles. Okay, if we're doing that, then we're gonna stick with the theme of the gray and blue. Paint the house with poo. Are you gonna provide it? I'm telling you, manure is not cheap. Nope, nope, nope. No. How you doing, Tesh? How you doing? I was gonna call the stream Crix and Chill originally, but then I was like, some people aren't gonna get the idea, so at least for these first couple of ones I do of these, I will just call it what I call it. Gaming chair Fez. Get the dark blue in there. I was gonna get up off the couch, but Jem has planted herself here and is purring so loud I had to turn up the volume to hear the stream. We love the baby. We love the baby. We'll do that. Which color? Okay, so we'll do dark gray. Oh no, dark gray black. Nah, no, I kind of like the black front, dark gray back. That looks a lot more, I want to call it lenient, but it just feels right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. I see what we're doing here. Too bad you can't actually go about this a bit different. Sleepy, come here to poke fun before bed? Well, if you'd like, the whole point of the stream is to help people get to bed, so, I mean, you're welcome to stay if you would like. Okay, yeah, I like that. This could be positioned a bit better, though. There we go. A suspicious lack of piper remote. It is gonna be on the way, don't you worry. I have actively potentially made some strides into getting a new set of emotes. I can't give you guys any more details on that because nothing's solidified yet, but I have made the steps. So for orc, we're gonna go with dark leather and a nice dark base. Okay, he wants a wall-mounted TV. Hold on. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the extra furniture out here. In somber news, our cat died a few days ago. We buried her under a growing eucalyptus tree that we planted when the old tree blew over Ricketts room. I am extremely sorry to hear that. I really am. Like, it's not easy losing a pet. I've told you guys a story about Coda, right? I told you all about that boy. I had that boy from what? I think by the time I turned 18, he was 16 years old. We had him since he was 1. Like that dog was there with me through thick and thin, through every major milestone of my life. And when he finally passed, it hurt. So I can only imagine that's how you currently feel. So, sincerely, my condolences. I do hope that you guys have enough time to process the grief, because, you know, that kind of thing isn't easy. And I think it's just good to note that I'm sure your cat loved you just as much as you loved them. I know a lot of owners will tend to blame themselves, being like, I could have done this better, because I know I did that with Coda. But trust me, if you tried, that's all you needed to do. Are my best friends 17? Cotton Ball is 17. That's, yeah, no. If your cat manages to live to 17 years old, that is absolutely fantastic. Like, hands down, that is one of the best case scenarios you could ever ask for. I just realized I kind of messed up with placing that, so we're going to fix this real quick. I put this on third middle. Boom. So now if we turn on the light. Oh yeah, that lights it up just enough. No, we're gonna keep it like that. It's kind of the theme we've been going for this whole time. Mom's been saying she's gonna get a dog when Dad dies to replace him. I feel like that speaks volumes about your parents' relationship with each other. I always find it extremely wholesome when older couples are able to joke around that kind of thing. It's a weird situation, right? Old people, or I don't want to say old people, but older people, I know sometimes can seem rather disingenuous, but sometimes they are genuinely the sweetest, most funniest people you'll ever meet. And you never really understand that until, like, they're no longer there. You know? So I can, in fact, crouch, but not enough to make a huge, huge difference. Let me put it in there, you cunt! You don't understand that I can't push that in any further? Because it's being a bitch. So they're just going to have a console slightly hanging off because I refuse to try that any further. Now we're going to go and continue with the black cover, dark back, and then we'll wenge, because I believe that's also wenge. There you go. Not bad. Last thing I want to do real quick is just put this above the door instead. Okay. Well, it looks like everything is all done. I really do hope you guys are enjoying tonight. Listen, I know this is very different from what we're used to. I feel like we can do one more tonight. Good day. Sorry, or sadly, I can't speak English too well, and I'm sorry for that. I bought an as-is huge house some time ago, and everything here needs to be fixed. What's more problems? The sauna leak. Saunas are very popular in my country, and I want one here. Can you fix the sauna in my house? No, you are asking for a complete overhaul, and I'm not doing that. Ebenezer Scrooge. Well, let's see if we didn't do anything for 100%ing. Ah, yeah, that's the one that got, like, screwed up with the bug. Let's try one of these. I know, these are all, like, previews. Let's clean up the garden. Let's try that one. I feel like it'd be a nice little break from the madness. Hey, Kadal. Also, I know you guys have been issuing hydrates. I don't have anything to drink right now. And I really don't want to get up. So I will honor all of those hydrates after stream. Because trust me, I will need it. Go get some water. But what if I don't want to? Lies, falsehoods. You wouldn't know. Oh, I got a skill point. Nice. This just feels like I'm picking up a... This doesn't feel very satisfying. If this is the garden DLC demo, this is not convincing me to want to go get it. I will be real with you. This is not at all convincing me to get it. What, you used to tell me to drink? To be fair, if I did, I have little to no recollection of this. Hold to pick up. Why? Okay. Alright, let me just clear out the rest of the area real quick. Make sure it's all done. And then I'll grab some, okay? Pick up shovel. Well, at least I'm gonna grab all the trash. And like the weeds. And then I'll drink. I'll drink. Give me a sec. No, I'll do it. Remove weeds. Where's the other weeds? I missed some weeds somewhere. Why does this lawn have this weird... Oh. Because it's a highlighted area. Okay. Okay. We still missed a weed somewhere. Is that the police? I'm calling the weed. 420, what you smoking? There it is. Okay. I'll go grab something to drink. I'll do it. Give me 1 sec. Hi, Piper. Hi, baby. Okay. I'm back. I got water. I drank some water. Alright, cutting down the tree. I'm gonna get out of the way. I probably should actually, like, do it this way. You know, for the first time of trying that, the factor that that worked as well as it did is genuinely surprising. Also, we should have a food review on Friday, if I'm not... Why did that go flying? I'm so confused why that went flying. Well, there would have went their fence. I just realized I'm not supposed to be cutting down their trees in that inherent area. Whoops. All right. But yeah, food reviews should be on Friday. I have a feeling I know what I'm going to do. And I have a feeling only one person's not going to like it. And I have a feeling that that one person already knows who they are. But also, I know that I have to do this for the meme. So... yeah... the meme sometimes is more important. It's mean, renowned hater of food reviews is actually very untrue. Also, if that is actually true as a statement, then you are no longer getting UK food reviews, which I have done numerous times in the past. Brush cutter cleaning. Don't tell me this is how I have to mow the lawn. Don't fucking tell me. Well, I might as well get rid of this too. Oh, I have to get rid of it. Is this really how I have to mold the lawn? Are you kidding me? Am I a fucking joke to you? Who the fuck mows their lawn like this? Yes. Oh, God. It's because it is a weed whacker. And it's trying to pass itself off as a tool that it's not meant to be used for. And I'm kind of annoyed that it is. As someone used to do, like, someone's lawn every time I would get the offer. This hurts my soul. Alright. It's saying shovel. I don't own the shovel. Do I need to buy the tool? No, okay. I missed all of these. I'll make sure I catch you during those meatballs. What meatballs? You can cover the plant with soil. What plant? I try to catch at least an hour before sleep takes me. Enjoy the rest of your chill stream. Well, I appreciate it, Uzi. Lurk if you can, and if not, then I'll catch you next time, okay? I'll return then if sleep failed. Oh, we won't be going for too much longer. This will be the last one for tonight. It's a very short stream, because one, I'm tired and I have a 14-hour shift tomorrow. But two, I just wanted this to be a nice little short thing, so I'm not keeping you guys up all night. So you guys have something to ease into the night with, you know? Something to help you get to sleep. I really hate that this is how it's like, yeah, this is how you have to mow the lawn. Okay, if you're mowing lawns with a weed whacker, I don't want you to talk to me. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, genuine sincerity. Who the fuck actually mows lawns with a weed whacker? This feels like trying to shave with an axe. It's just not right. I think Homer did that once. Honestly, that sounds like a Simpsons skit, yeah. Ah, I found a way to speedrun this. Double the efficiency. Welp. Hey, Ochito. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Well, we can't talk anymore. Rip. What do you mean? Is it because of the weed whacker thing? Because trust me, I'm just as annoyed as you are about this, if not more so. Oh, wait, that's in response to the whole... Wait, do you cut... You do not actually mow the lawn with the weed whacker. Cheeto, please tell me you don't actually mow the lawn with the weed whacker. Cheeto, please. I swear to God. I may have mowed a little bit of the lawn before with a walk behind weed whacker. What's a little bit? I want you to deeply explain what you mean by a little bit. Is there a spot I missed? Bingest bongest time rip Tony Hawk okay, when you say a rip the bongus, are you smoking weed right now? Or are you getting stoned? For a sec, I wasn't sure if that was meant to be part of the late speak or if that was you trying to talk about Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 for some reason. Hold on, I'm still apparently missing like a significant chunk of the lawn that needs to be mowed. Weird. Cell object scaffolding. Oh. Alright. This one wants me to buy a bunch of stuff, so let's do that real quick. Outdoor, let's go with like a cool ash aesthetic. Yeah, that looks nice. Yabby dabby do. 500 feet long ways. Jesus Christ. Why would you do that to yourself? Genuine question. Why would you do that to yourself? Like, one, not only is that just not gonna come out even, but it's just tedious. Did you not, like, own a lawnmower? Hmm. Some dark rocking chairs. Okay. Let's make it out of American elm, and then we'll do green. Hydrate. We'll do that in just a moment. There we go. Thank you for the water. American elm. Cedar wood. I think we're gonna go with American elm again. There we go. Let's go with a large one. And we can keep it red, but the flower pot needs to be yellow. Okay, that's done. I just realized it's night outside, and I can't tell where I need to mow the damn grass. I've missed mowing somewhere, and I really do not know where. And it is going to bother me now. Ooh, okay. I found a spot, but that's not... I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on. But this is going to drive me insane. I will find where it wants me to. I'm genuinely really confused, but I want this 100%. No, I want to stay. I wonder if I can find it in perks. Okay. Let's just see maybe if I can. I seen the spot. Where was it? There we go. Spot in the backyard. Okay, I will check. Give it some violets. Yeah. Well, let me quickly zoom this the hell out. In the backyard. Well, I found it. Great job, Flipper. Mudweeds, moles, they don't scare you. Maybe it's time for your career to blossom, give new tools a try. Plant flower beds and build rocketries. Style your garden and put it up for a contest. You can find this much more in Garden DLC. Okay. I got an achievement for that. That wasn't where I thought it was. I guess when you're like hyperfixating on a specific area, it stands out more. That's my guess. Okay. I did say this is going to be a fairly short stream. I mean, I could probably do one more of the DLC ones, but for the sake of ensuring that I actually get sleep for the 14-hour tomorrow, I won't be. So I think this is where I'm going to have to end it for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I had an absolute blast as always. And if you like what you saw, !socials brings you to my link tree, which has my YouTube, Twitch, Blue Sky, and more. So go and check that out. And then if you guys do want to help support me and what I do, please consider supporting me on Patreon. You can go for as little as $1 a month. I recently posted another update there today. So for those of you who are subscribed, you have some new food to munch on. If not, starting next month, the first Wednesday of every month, we'll have a paid and free post. So for those of you who also can't afford to, please just join it as a free member. That also helps me a ton in many different ways. So yeah, definitely go and check that out. And then if you aren't already, join the Discord. We do watch parties every Sunday. You get to hang out with an awesome community, and you can suggest games for me to play on our Sunday suggestion streams, suggest changes to the stream, or changes to the Discord. So would be awesome to see you there. Yeah, let's find someone to raid. Thanks for the stream. Thank you guys for being here. Like, hands down, again, this is always the highlight of my days, like being able to sit down and do this sort of thing. I genuinely do enjoy doing different forms of entertainment, and I'm glad that I get the chance to do that with you guys. There's a couple of people on, but we're just gonna raid out to Dexy because it's just gonna be easy that way. Okay. So please go give Dexy some much deserved love and attention. And yeah, I don't think there's much more to say, much more to do. Thank you to Patreon subscribers, Ganryu, Tekahurangi, and Ducat. You guys make a significant difference in everything that happens. And as always, I'll see you in the next stream. Take it easy.